No, right there. That's the corridor. Go, go.
Get her.
That's assault. Hey, that's assault.
Again, Boo Boo Bennett is going to a college campus, starting a riot there, and then having her juiced up goons, having her juiced up ex-military contractor looking goons to beat the shit out of, or at least intimidate and threaten physically the college campus, the kids that are there at that college campus. Like, such a weird freak thing to do. This time she's at where? University of Southern Florida.
These people are nastier than UCF. I just hit him in the face. Not only are they trying to throw this stuff at me, they're trying to target people who want to take pictures with me.
This is exactly why I'm voting for Trump. All of this.
Yeah, Justin, they want to know why? They want to know why we're voting for Trump? This is why we're voting for Trump. I bet you're voting for Trump too.
I mean, that's true. That's literally true. There's no other reason to vote for Donald Trump. So you create grievances for yourself. Remember that anti-masker lady that I just watched earlier? Crying about how, like, people are so upset at me because I refuse to wear a mask everywhere I go. I'm being discriminated against. Yeah, you go out, you cause chaos, and then you annoy people, and then when they actually get annoyed and say, "F off, I don't want you to be around me, you smell like poop, it seems like you poopied your pants," then you're like, "Oh my god, this is why I'm voting for Trump."
Here we go again.
Also, it is incredibly snowflake mentality to say, like, I'm voting because I was triggered by the left.
You're the most annoying human being to ever walk this planet.
Just imagine being so terminally unlikable that you literally need, like, military contractors to protect you. That's how much people hate you, and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna make money off this." It's great. It's good content.
Let's go to libertyhangout.tv right now to watch the uncensored, uncut footage of this trip to
This literally feels like OnlyFans.
Hi, nice to meet you on my
Hi, we are doing a video where we wish President Trump well wishes with his diagnosis of coronavirus. Would you like to wish him well?
I would. President Trump, I want you to suffer as much as the children who you have put in these detention centers without any care, who have perished because of the flu. I want you to know that I paid for your health care. I paid for your penthouse suite at the Walter Reed Hospital. If I was sick, what the f would you pay for me? Would you pay for me? Would you help me? Because you're trying to take my health coverage away. Ooh. I want you to know that you are better because we are sick. You are better because we are out here suffering. Because our grandparents are dying because you don't give a shit about us.
God damn, that was good.
People of color in this country.
Why did they keep that in the video? Dude, there you go. Boo Boo Bennett's editors at it again, dude. They're just like, pretty good. Why do you keep this in? This just makes you look terrible. Like this.
Are dying at a disproportional rate.
What are the numbers?
What are the numbers? Yeah, you tell me. What are the numbers?
You made a claim that they're dying at a disproportionate rate. Tell me.
1 out of every 1,000 black person has died of COVID.
Girl, you tell me about it. Girl, what are the numbers?
What are the numbers? You made a claim. Give me the numbers.
Hey, Donovan, what's up? And guess what? And you are also one of the. I don't understand why the you are standing here. You think that President?
Why are you standing here?
Because yes.
Why are you standing here?
Because I support the president, no matter who he is.
How much money did your parents pay in income taxes?
I have no idea.
Exactly. How much money? You know exactly
how much money do you pay in income taxes? You want to claim that everybody else pay for?
Wait, I mean, it's pretty much impossible for someone to pay less if they've held a job. Even at that age, even at a college campus, even if they have like a part-time job, it's like very hard for someone to pay less in income taxes than Donald Trump. Like, this is the one group of people that probably would pay less than Donald Trump because, like, either they just don't have a job or like they had to have made less than $14,000 a year. So like, this is the one area where people might have actually paid less or are dependents, right? But regardless, one is a 74-year-old billionaire. The others are 18-year-old college freshmen. It's so crazy.
Pay for that. Him last year, I did. I just want to say, President Trump, I hope you suffer a painful death.
Why?
I hope you suffer the same death that George Floyd suffered.
How do you know that's why he died?
How do I know that's why? Because I saw the video.
What? Oh, is BOO Bennett also a George Floyd denier too? Is she doing that? Because there's that fake news about how like, oh, he had fentanyl. He died of fentanyl. We don't know. Thank you, by the way, Candace Owens. And also a big thank you to Facebook for elevating those conspiracy theories to the top of every f***ing algorithm. That's pretty cool that, you know, Republicans unironically believe that like a guy who was kneeled on for 9 minutes didn't die of that, but actually died of some other circumstance.
I saw the autopsy report.
I'm not calling you names. I'm not being aggressive with you. I just have facts.
I'm gonna call your names, and I'm gonna call every single one of you fascist mother on my campus.
He's
that
right.
fucking name, because
She's right.
They come over here, they have mob mentality around them. And they come over here and they're like, oh,
Mob
well,
mentality.
I'm going to go over there. I'm going to be the hero. I'm the liberal leftist hero of the day. All right, what do you guys think? You're a bunch of pussy-ass bitches fascists.
I'm very disappointed that they're screaming to beat you up and stuff. I
forgot about that.
I would hope USF wouldn't promote violence against any students or anyone who comes to our campus. It's kind of, can't believe USF would tolerate that.
Ugh. It's so cringe to be a young Republican. It's like, it's so cringe, dude. It's so much worse than any number of like college freshman compilations you can find of people like crying or being hysterical or whatever. Why are you making sure that your destiny is a lifetime of having zero friends, with the exception of other people in your immediate circle that also like to be debate lords and other college Republicans who you don't even want to be around because you know they suck. Ugh, young conservatives. Are you getting emotional? Well, I guess you lost that argument, sweaty.
They were all afraid to come up to us until she came over here. They were standing over there for 10 minutes afraid to come up here.
Well, that's what mob rule is. They come out here, they're afraid to do anything alone because they know they can't stand against my facts. I've got unmatched wisdom.
Yeah, they're terrified of Kaitlin Bennett's facts. BOO Bennett fact number 1. BOO Bennett pooped her pants in college at a frat party. Also, it's infinitely scarier as a college freshman to walk up to a group of juiced up psychopaths who are LARPing as operators on American soil than it is to do anything else. You have cameras on your side. You have this tactical brigade behind you. Come on, dude.
What are you upset about today?
Upset about today? You being on campus, you being racist, homophobic, misogynistic, ableist, I can go on. Okay.
I would like proof for everything you just said.
Proof? Do you want me to start pulling it up? Or
If you're going to call me all of these
mask
things.
over the nose, please.
When
Kaitlin Bennett has literally talked about, like, I mean, the group chat messages show that like she was talking about like Jewish people too, right? Am I crazy? I mean, her account, Liberty Hangout, has tweeted out that they want to have an American monarchy. Yeah, he's like deny the Holocaust. You can keep yelling source all you want.
When you guys social distance, I'll do that. Social distance. Social distance.
I'm not listening.
You wouldn't be out here doing all this.
We can get you kicked off this campus so fast.
You guys are 6 feet. I mean, how do you guys preach the virus, but you don't practice it either?
Mike's not.
I'll get the dean back.
But I'm not the one saying.
You're not practicing it. So why are you here, though? Why are you here? Because you never answered my question.
I don't think the mask is her worries. So why are you being rude to him when he's pointing out?
I'm not being rude.
He's rude, obviously.
Would you also?
Okay, so if he's rude and that, like, if you're being rude to that guy, then what is Kaitlin Bennett doing? This is the thing I never understand. It's like, what my enemies do, even if it's just a crumb, I will turn that into the largest problem on the planet, while simultaneously literally causing a riot on a college campus that I don't belong at, just for content. Like, if you think that being rude is the worst offense here, then what the fuck do you think you're doing? I mean, you're not just being rude, you're like literally instigating people and triggering them and trying to get them frustrated.
Also like to wish President Trump well with his coronavirus?
No, I actually don't care about him, so I could care less.
You don't hope he survives?
It's whatever. It happens, it happens.
But you know.
Ooh, it is what it is.
So you called me a whole lot of names.
I did.
I would like proof for them.
Proof of them? Let me start pulling
Why would you come over and call someone a name?
Wait, what about Trump's tax returns?
Keep singing it.
Don't know. Come up here.
Ooh, don't have anything for the Trump tax return? Move back to why do you think I'm racist? Prove it. And of course, even if you literally prove it, the counter always is that's fake news. That was out of context. That's not real. It's such an idiotic conversation. It's such a stupid conversation to ever engage in. Yeah.
The thing is,
You're a fan? Name 3 of my racisms.
am I racist? No. Am I homophobic? No. Am I transphobic? No.
Yeah.
That's why bringing up being racist isn't a good tactic in the first place. In-person verbal discussion. Oh, if you have receipts, then that's great. But even then, even then, she will always be like, that's not true. That's not what I meant. It doesn't matter anyway. The real frustrating part of this is like, you're there just to agitate. So the best thing, and I always say this, and I know a lot of you who literally are in these videos watch me on YouTube and then you DM me and shit. So listen to my words, okay? If this happens next time, all you need to do is just be like, you pooped your pants. That's it. That's all you got to say. And I know you watch because then you DM me after you watch it. You're like, oh, Pog, you saw me in the video. Okay? That was me at the video or whatever. So how many times have I said it? Just say you pooped your pants and move on. There's no reason to engage a person like this in any kind of like serious matter because she's not trying to be serious. She doesn't want like an actual argument out of you. She just wants you to look triggered so she can put it in the comp or play copyrighted music. That's the other way. Actually, they are yelling shit your pants. It's good. I'm saying that when you're an individual that she picks out from the crowd, just be like, you pooped your pants. Move on.
it's kind of hard to breathe in these masks, right?
Yeah, it is.
Isn't it amazing they say my body, my choice, yet they're forcing you?
Yeah, I think it's interesting. No.
So again, by your logic is an idiotic form of an argument. So it's like, okay, my body, my choice. All right, so you don't get to wear a mask, but like then doesn't that imply that like they can have abortions then as much as they want? By your logic kind of argumentation is so fucking stupid. That's why that's Felix's Twitter name, Twitter handle. Okay, all right, cool. Also, of course, that argument is idiotic considering the fact that you getting an abortion is not hurting anyone else, but you not wearing a mask is literally further spreading the coronavirus and also stopping us from recovering our economy, reopening the economy.
Hi, I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to her.
Well, that's my girlfriend, so.
Okay, that's brave and amazing, but I want to talk to her.
Oh, wait. Damn, she said that's brave and amazing. She's being sarcastic about her being a lesbian. Or bi. Isn't Boo Boo Bennett gay? Is that a meme? I never found out if that was like fake news or not. Because people used to say that she's like a lesbian who went to like gay conversion therapy or something. Or bi.
Women for Trump, that's basically saying trees for deforestation. He don't give a fuck about us.
So how does he not care about women?
Seriously?
Back it up.
Okay. I just want to know.
No, you started it, get back over.
I mean, come on, guys. You got to have at least one talking point, like, for Donald Trump. And not, like, the grab him by the pussy shit, either. You can so easily be like, his administration has literally made repealing Roe v. Wade a fundamental plank for the evangelicals, to rile up the evangelical base. That's it. That's, like, the first... that you can say that. Like, you don't even need to go to, like, the grab him by the pussy shit. Like, have some receipts, man. Conservatives always have receipts. Conservatives love disseminating talking points to one another, okay? They all get the same talking points from the same place, and they all have a dialogue tree. The least you can do is build your own dialogue tree, okay?
He don't give a fuck about us, bro.
Can you give me proof?
Can you stop asking for it and tell us why you actually support him?
Yes, because we've had the lowest.
I like that it took them this long to just do the age-old debate lord take, which is source. Like, this is what Republicans have been doing this for years. Like, source.
You guys came up to us saying no. Anyway,
What did he do for you as a woman?
why doesn't he support women? Answer her question. This is a conversation.
She's really
The burden of proof is on the side that made the claim. Like, I mean, I guess technically she's the one who first made the claim, which is like, Donald Trump has done great stuff for women. If she says that and then you say source, then technically you're in the right to ask. But I mean, you got to at least be able to say, like, they're trying to you're trying to ban abortion. Like, that's an easy one. That's an easy bucket. That's an easy clap.
Ask the question again.
Yes, you came up here and said Trump is sexist. Can you prove that?
Okay, that's again, like, insane. Okay, if the question is like Trump is sexist, can you prove that? Like, what do you mean? I mean, it's insane to assume Trump is not sexist. It's literally psychotic that you would assume that Trump is not sexist after he's literally said that even people on his side, like not just women on the Democratic side, but like women on his side, he's even shit on. Didn't he say that about what's her face, Megyn Kelly? Like on Megyn Kelly, she was talking about like having a period, like blood coming out of her wherever. Yeah, blood coming out of you know where. Like, come on, dude. Trying to get Sarah Sanders the Kim Jong-un. That was pretty funny though. So hard to watch libs trying to debate someone who's objectively wrong and losing. Just memorize some talking points. I mean, dude, it's easy for all of you debate Lord Andy's in here to like backseat debate this. But like when you're emotional in that situation and you're angry and you've been agitated, you might not be able to come up with the talking points either. I'm not gonna finish this. This is too long.
Keep asking it. Don't let her pivot.
What has he done bad for women?
What? Oh my God! Somebody please pull up the facts. He grabs them by the what?
You like to make.
He likes what? Little girls.
You like to make claims and not back it up.
They love doing this. Republicans love doing this because one, they have the dialogue tree, and two, they rile you up to the point where you're agitated, right? To the point where you're like really, really, really mad and really emotional. And then they're like, come on, tell me why. I don't know. 35 instances of sexual misconduct ranging from like rape to sexual assault, including the first person out of all the 35 women that have come out that we know of being his first wife. That seems pretty bad, dude. I don't know. There's some more proof. Here is the cope. A lot of conservatives already know that. I mean, I don't think they already know that they're in the wrong, but some of them know that like Trump is kind of sleazy, okay? And they don't want to engage in the argument of like whatever, who gives a fuck if he's sleazy. So they like to hear liberals not be able to craft a decent enough argument in the heat of the moment to make themselves feel better about their preconceived biases about why they want Donald Trump. That's why if you ask someone, if you ask a conservative who's not like a professional pundit, like, why do you want to vote for Donald Trump? They often look like a dipshit. That's why Jordan Klepper's videos on The Daily Show slap. That's why All Gas No Brakes is great. You see what I'm saying? Because most normies don't actually have any clue, or rather, they've made up their minds by looking at so much data over the course of 4 years that they're not going to immediately think about crafting a narrative and tell you exactly why they feel the way that they do. To claim that this is just fifis, to claim that this is just like you just think Trump is sexist because your fifis feel that way is silly. There is a shitload of evidence to point to why Donald Trump is sexist. The real interesting argument is whether or not that matters, because that's what conservatives don't want to talk about, which is that they don't really care that he is.
Trump grabs pussy. Trump grabs. Trump grabs. Trump grabs. Trump
Again.
I mean, see, that's actually, it's decent. I mean, it's decent. It is an instance. It is a widely spread, well-documented instance of Trump talking about women in very sexist ways. Okay. See, notice how now the counter is, oh, it's just like that doesn't count. There you go. There's your source. Now you're the one who has to pivot.
I'll give you a fact. The lowest unemployment rate for women in history.
You know who actually did that? Obama. I'm sorry.
He couldn't make the economy better. He said, I don't have a magic wand to make the economy better. Then Trump came out. He apparently had the magic wand and he made it better.
Is the economy better? Is it better? Like, why do people always make this argument? Like, they constantly point to low unemployment. Like, let's talk about pre-unemployment. I mean, pre-COVID, because that's the more interesting conversation. Because, like, post-COVID, we know that the economy sucks dog shit. I mean, that's definitely up to Donald Trump. He's the one who fucked it up. Pre-COVID, let's say, when he actually fully was in control. Was it better? No, it was not better. Unemployment is not the problem. If unemployment being low actually worked, we would currently have a labor market that was in favor of the suppliers rather than the people who are demanding labor, and therefore wages would increase. But wages still remain stagnant regardless of the low level of unemployment. The reason for that is because without actual collective bargaining agreements advocated for or bargained by unions, you can't really increase your wages. The real problem is a low unionization rate in this country. The real problem is low wages in this country. Just because the stock market is doing well doesn't mean the economy is doing well. After all, the stock market is owned majority by the top 10% of wealth. 90% of the stock market is owned by the top 10% of wealth. When the stock market is doing well, those gains are privatized, remains in the hands of the few that are wealthy enough to buy into it. When the stock market is doing poorly, well, then those losses are socialized, as they have throughout history. The economy is doing fine is an argument that you can't really make when billionaires added, the top 1% of wealth added billions of dollars collectively to their wealth at a time when 60 million Americans had filed for unemployment. At a time when 1 in 5 small businesses have shut down as a consequence of coronavirus. But the stock market's still going up. So much so that we've made up for all the losses during the COVID dip. So what does that tell you? Does that tell you that we're doing fine? Does that tell you that the stock market is a good indication of the overall economy? No, of course not. One thing that the Trump administration does consistently is say, oh, well, 200,000 people no longer have food stamps. And then they use that as an argument to say 200,000 people were no longer need food stamps. When the reality is they kicked 200,000 people off of food stamps by increasing the restrictions or by adding additional qualifiers to getting food stamps. Those people still need food stamps. They just no longer have access to it. That's not a metric of success. That's a metric of your cruelty.
He's deregulated businesses for women. He just came out here and made it.
He's deregulated businesses for women? What the f does that even mean?
So that women are proud to be an American. You know who he's helped? He's helped women in the womb. He's helped women in the womb.
Okay, these are such, like, exactly. It's great. It's great. When you force someone like Kaitlin BOO Bennett to make an argument, it just immediately falls apart. It's like, oh, Donald Trump has deregulated businesses for women. What do you mean? Explain. Give me one example that's good where deregulation has helped women specifically or in general. Women in the womb. What a moron.
Women don't have to resort to abortion listening to him.
He might help them out.
Yeah, as in Donald Trump and his administration is literally forcing women to carry pregnancies to terms, pregnancies that they don't want to.